Hi everybody, my name is Danielle Nicole and today we are going to be reviewing the latest release from Navitus called Chocolate Queen. Now Chocolate Queen is in collaboration with Gabby from Gabby Loves Perfumes. Now if you love gourmand fragrances as much as I do, be sure to check out her channel. I will link it down below. She is incredible and has an amazing collection from niche to designer to affordable, you name it, she's got it. Now gourmands are some of my favorite perfumes of all time, so when I heard Gabby was creating her own gourmand, but not just any gourmand, an all chocolate fragrance, oof, you guys, I was so excited. Now quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored and I did purchase Chocolate Queen myself. Now, before we get into the exciting stuff, the notes, and all of my thoughts about this perfume, I do just want to take a quick moment to mention that this fragrance typically retails for $145 US, but they do have a special promotion going on right now, which does take 20% off. Now, in addition to the launch promotion, something that I thought was really cool on both behalf of Gabby as well as Navitus is they put their heads together and tried to figure out a way to lower the cost of shipping. Gabby knows that she has followers all around in many different countries, so definitely be sure to check out her video, especially if you are not in the United States. There are tons of offers, even certain shipping costs are being waived, all of that good stuff, so be sure you check out her video after this one. The packaging is a beautiful red and gold trim. Once you remove the outer sleeve, here's what the box and presentation looks like. Now, one of the cool things about Navitus is they typically include a card in the back here, which does have the notes broken down, which I really appreciate. Overall, I think the presentation is absolutely beautiful. So let's take Chocolate Queen out of the box. And here's what the beautiful bottle looks like. Of course, it is a dark brown to resemble chocolate. Now just for a comparison, I do have Venom of Love on my left here. Now this packaging is more of a matte black, where this one is not matte. It is a beautiful glossy chocolate finish. And even though the bottle is dark, you can see how much fragrance you have left. I must say, I really am enjoying the display of this bottle. I think Gabby and Navitus did a great job in the overall packaging. All right, what we are really here for is the actual scent, so next let's get into the notes. The top notes are dark chocolate, hazelnut, and dulce de leche. The heart notes are chocolate fudge accord, caramel, bitter almond, and Irish cream. The base notes are vanilla absolute, praline, amberwood, and sandalwood. And I deeply apologize for my American accent, but the master perfumer is Bertrand Duchaufour. Now, being that Gabby loves her gourmands probably almost as much as me, what I was really expecting from a Chocolate Queen was a very decadent, rich, and overly sweet chocolate fragrance. Well, one thing is for sure, Gabby had mentioned that she really wanted this fragrance to smell similar from the top all the way to the dry down, because there are so many different chocolate fragrances out there that have a beautiful chocolate note, especially when you first spray from the atomizer onto the skin. But more often than not, the chocolate really dissipates pretty quickly. But with Chocolate Queen, you definitely get a true dark chocolate from the very initial spray all the way through the dry down. Now, in addition to the strong dark chocolate accord, notes aside, what my nose picks up is a creamy hazelnut and a strong sandalwood base. Now, as I mentioned a second ago, I was really expecting Chocolate Queen to be very, very sweet, if not even sickly sweet, but no, that is not what I get. With Chocolate Queen, yes, there are sweet notes, but it is definitely not an overly sweet fragrance. So you know how when you bite into milk chocolate as opposed to dark chocolate, yes, there are still some sweet properties to the dark chocolate, but it does have almost a bitter tone to it. That's exactly what I get in Chocolate Queen. A semi-sweet, semi-bitter chocolate. And it's definitely a dark chocolate to my nose, not a milk chocolate. Now, even though I can certainly pick up the hazelnut note or hazelnut accord, I wouldn't describe this fragrance as overly nutty. It just has the hazelnut to round out the chocolate. Now, the one thing that kind of caught me off guard with Chocolate Queen, aside from it not being a super sweet perfume, is that I definitely pick up a strong sandalwood base, but I pick that up immediately all the way through the dry down. So while this is certainly a dark chocolate gourmand perfume, I would actually describe it more as a woody chocolate. That sandalwood is definitely quite strong. So overall, I absolutely love Chocolate Queen as far as the scent profile goes. Now, as I keep mentioning, I was really expecting this fragrance to be overly sweet, and it's not. And I think that's part of the reason that I am so drawn to this. I just get such a dark chocolate, kind of dark gourmand, woody fragrance. There's just something about it. It just completely draws me in. Now, taking a look at the note card that was sent in the box, this is described as inviting, sensual, and seductive. And I would definitely agree. I know that super sweet gourmands are definitely not everyone's cup of tea. And as I mentioned, if you were expecting or worried about this fragrance being way too cloying, it is not cloying in the slightest. It is a very dark gourmand. Yes, it has dark chocolate, but I would certainly describe this as a dark fragrance in general, and I think that's partly due to the sandalwood strong base. So my overall thoughts about Chocolate Queen as far as the scent profile goes, it is absolutely stunning, you guys. And the one thing that I'm noticing now that I've had several days to really play around with this fragrance, I'm definitely picking up a bit more of the creaminess that I did not pick up on the first day or the first couple of days that I was testing this out. So I think this fragrance is just going to continue to macerate beautifully. Now, someone like myself who doesn't have hundreds and hundreds of niche fragrances, I do find this fragrance to be pretty unique. I can't say that I've ever heard or picked up a true chocolate fragrance. I find typically they are mixed with orange or other notes to round out the chocolate. This is a pure chocolate fragrance, so to me it's unique. Now, of course, if you have a rather large collection or several niche fragrances, you may be able to find something comparable, but as far as to me, I think this is a very unique scent. Now, the other thing that is coming to mind that did also surprise me about Chocolate Queen, yes, it's a gourmand, a dark chocolate, beautiful gourmand fragrance. If you haven't guessed, I absolutely love this scent profile, but there is still something perfumey about it, and I think that is due to the sandalwood. So it's still a perfume. It's not like when I smell it, I think, oh my gosh, this is 100% edible. There's still a perfume and woody vibe to it, so just wanted to be clear on that. Now, if you've never tried a perfume from Navitus, their atomizers, their sprayers, and bottles are just beautiful, so you don't have to worry about any fire hoses with this. So let's give this a respray. Look at that mist. Beautiful. Oh yeah, that dulce de leche and Irish cream accord, those are certainly coming through a lot more than the first few times I wore this. I'm getting a lot more creaminess than the first time. This just smells so delicious. Now, I do find the way the master perfumer blended all these notes together, it's such a well-rounded fragrance. But what I really appreciate are those cream notes, because dark chocolate itself, it does have a little bit of a bitter scent to it. So I think if it was just pure dark chocolate, it probably wouldn't be sweet enough. It would just be a bit too bitter for my liking. But because it has those other notes, it's just helping to round out the bitterness that dark chocolate can have. This is just one of those perfumes that I don't want to quit smelling. It just smells absolutely delicious. Now, I can't say I'm exactly shocked because I'm just such a huge fan of gourmands, and I also do love sandalwood if I did not mention that. So beautiful scent profile, but we do need to discuss the longevity and the sillage. So the one piece of critique that I do have for Chocolate Queen is I don't find it has incredible sillage or longevity. So to me, Chocolate Queen is just not the type of perfume that is going to completely fill up a room. It's going to be much more for close encounters. So unfortunately, Chocolate Queen just does not have the biggest sillage. It doesn't last all day on me, nothing like that. So this is certainly going to be a fragrance that I'm going to have to respray throughout the day. Now, I am hoping that as I let Chocolate Queen kind of sit and continue to macerate, I'm hoping that the sillage and longevity will go up from here, but only time will tell. Now, because I was having the issues with longevity on my skin at this point in time, You know what I thought about doing one day? Was pairing it with Venom of Love. So I layered Venom of Love with Chocolate Queen. Oh my gosh, you guys. If there ever was a combo that was made for each other, it is definitely these two. Now, Venom of Love, as I mentioned, this lasts beautifully on both my skin and my clothes. So I did find that it did help to carry Chocolate Queen throughout the day. So if you do happen to also have Venom of Love, this combo, you guys, this is just absolutely to die for. I get a boozy cherry with the added dark chocolate and creamy sandalwood. Yes, please. And lastly, I do find Chocolate Queen is more of a darker fragrance, and I don't just mean because it has dark chocolate. Just overall, the vibe is more dark, night, date night, that type of scent profile. So while you could certainly reach for this perfume year-round, what I would find myself reaching for would be more in the fall and winter as well as date nights. So overall, I couldn't be more happy with the actual scent profile of Chocolate Queen. Absolutely stunning, and congratulations, Gabby. I am so happy you created this beautiful gourmand for us. All right, I am dying to hear from you guys down below. If any of you have picked up Chocolate Queen, let me know if you're loving the scent as much as I am. All right, well, I really hope you all enjoyed today's review. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys.